What up, peeps? It's your boy Heckin. Welcome back to the channel. Now, there are no lows that a reseller won't go if it means a lot of profit for their duty-covered booty holes.
This garage sale find sold for way more money than I thought it would.
Why does he talk like that? I thought I would. Kind of sounds like Shaggy. Except for, like, Shaggy actually smoked weed.
This Atari collection for $100. I had no idea what it was worth, but it was so cool I just had to have it.
Just had to have it. Have it for what? To play? To keep? To collect? No.
Being one game in there, I just sold for a lot of money. Out of all the loose games, the consoles, and the box games, I thought I had around $1,700 in profit.
Okay, so he thought he had around $1,700 profit just based on everything that he already had. And that was like $100. So you're telling me it's going to get a lot worse than that?
Game, even though the box was damaged, I thought it would sell for around $800. I finally decided to sell it.
Oh, look at this guy, man. He's even got his own hat on. Make sure you buy a thrifter sifter hat, you sons of bitches.
So I listed it high for $1,350.
So you paid $100 for that whole lot, and then you listed this one game for $1,350, and it had like damage on the back of the case. What the fuck?
5 minutes, I got a $1,200 offer and a few watchers. I decided to put it on an auction starting at $1,000, and that same person offered me the full price, but I had to go with my gut.
Gut? What does your gut say? Be a greedy fucking fucktard?
With no bids, and on the last day, I finally got a $1,000 bid. With 3 minutes left, it went up to $1,100, and I was really starting to regret my decision.
Right, because, you know, you'd only make $1,000 and get everything else for free if you sold it for $1,100, as opposed to just accepting the $1,200 offer on the first day. What?
Last minute, it went crazy and sold for $2,610.
$2,610 for a Halloween game? Dog, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me any money to fucking take that game for the Atari 2600. What old bastard is trying to complete an Atari 2600 collection before they fucking die of old age? That's the only people that are actually interested in Atari 2600 games. People that are like 60 years old. Greedy sons of bitches, man, I swear, dude. This dude, I mean, you could tie him to the wall and have him suck 1,000 dicks, and it probably still wouldn't be enough to satisfy his addiction. Hell, he could suck my dick. It'd make him feel better. It'd make me feel better. All right, what's this dick wiener's name? Retro Rewinder?
You will never believe what we found hiding in the bottom of this box.
I bet you we won't. I bet you we won't. Because, I mean, what we're looking at right now is a box full of bullshit.
How much are you asking for the stuff in the box?
So the whole box is $1.
We'll take it.
Well, we just paid $1 for this box. And in it, we have a possibly 14 karat gold ring, whatever that is, and then that might be stamped as well. Hopefully the ring's real, so we paid $1 for all that.
So we took both rings to our friend Adam, and sure enough, both rings were 14 karat gold. Adam was able to give us $300 for both rings, so we left this garage sale with a profit of $299.
So everything else in that box was garbage, I guess. Everybody down here in the comments, they're not having it. They're not fans. There's no way you told her about the rings. The way you threw the rings on the box and said, "We will take it," really shows what kind of person you are, unless you feel guilty and went back after the fact. Care to explain? He says, "When I found the rings, I said, there's rings and pins in here. What did she do when I said that? Absolutely nothing." Okay, well, where's the proof of that? Why wouldn't you film that part and put it in there to kind of make yourself look like a good guy? I guess you weren't really thinking about that when you were busy being a fucking bitch. So where's the proof of that? Retro Rewinder, Dick Finder, Dick Eater, Dick Grinder. The fact that this is a garage sale makes it wrong. You should have told him. He says, "I did tell them." Well, that you need to put that in the video. And here's the thing. I even commented right here because this guy said, "Yeah, bro, that's pretty unethical by anyone's standards. Don't prey on people's forgetfulness. You have no idea if they held sentimental value." He said that maybe when I said there's rings in this box, she should have looked at them or taken them. He said that again. That's not in the video, mysteriously, of course. And then he says, yeah, it's a 60-second video. There's a lot you don't see. Seeing how I was there for about 15 minutes. Well, how the fuck are we supposed to know that, Chief? You're the one that's telling the story. Tell it right next time. This guy says, not convinced. He says, I could care less if you're convinced. Well, if you could care less, then that means you do care a little bit and that you could care less later. I have no obligation to provide you evidence or try to convince you of anything. Well, you wanted to convince us that you ripped these fucking people off, and we definitely got that out of this. My video had accomplished exactly what I wished it to. That's right. And I go ahead and I say the video accomplished the... I need to have a big score for YouTube views so the other scumbag resellers will praise me in the comments and I'll be nasty to anyone who disagrees with my way of making a living. He said, who was I nasty to? And of course I didn't reply to him because I'm done with you. You piece of trash. Oh boy, we got some Dennis Collects here.
Trade brand new PlayStation 5s for your old unwanted video games. This viewer brought in her old Nintendo Wii, DS, and PlayStation games to trade in. She went with the new Call of Duty PS5 Slim. If you have any old games laying around that you don't play anymore...
So this is a classic move out of the old Dennis Collects playbook. But one thing that you'll notice watching this video here is that he doesn't fucking tell you how much shit they had to give him for him to give them a $500 PlayStation 5. Now, based on what I've seen from Dennis Collects before, he sucks massive cocks. We're talking about very large, veiny, with huge loads at the end cocks. And I'm assuming that if he's going to give you a $500 PlayStation 5, you're going to give him at least $1,500 worth of stuff. And of course, people are willing to do this because either they don't know any better or they're just unwilling to clean and resell and have their own eBay account and ship stuff out because they think that it's really complicated when it's really not. All right, what's this mushroom shiner's name? Best Pals, 895 subscribers. Cool, so we're punching down today. All good. POV, you're a reseller. Well, I don't see the firearm that's going to take my own life because being a reseller is a life I don't want to live.
How's it going?
Good.
These games are old. I remember when these Pokemon games came out.
Pokemon. These are the Pokemon games. You got a Pokemon game. Also, how do we know that this is legit? This seems so fucking like staged and fake.
They actually released all 3 of these on the same day.
That's not true either. Yellow came out later, you
I
dumbass.
think it was like 1987?
87? What in the fucking piss? You don't even deserve to find stuff like this if this isn't fake.
No, I played those as a kid.
Yeah, they're old. They probably, honestly, they probably don't...
I played those when I was a kid. Yeah, they're old. He's gonna call that lady old as shit by saying that.
Oh, that's cool. I think that's Shawn Michaels.
Bro, this has to be a troll at this point. This has to be a troll. Even Helen Keller knows that that was Bret Hart. Oh, yes, here we go. I didn't read the fine print because I'm a busy son of a bitch and I don't be reading everything. These shorts are segments, parodies of resellers. He's not a reseller himself. Okay, so I apologize. Hey, it was still fun to watch.
How much are the box of video games?
We're hoping to do 50 for the whole thing. So the Wii U's jailbroken, it's homebrewed.
All the games are in here?
Yeah, they should be. I can
Okay.
double check for you if you want.
No, it's no big deal.
You know, you got to check for that Mario Kart.
I like video games. I like buying video games.
Really? That makes sense since you're looking at buying some video games.
Is there any other video games or just everything you got?
It's like a fucking investigation. It's like a police investigation every time these dudes have to buy a box full of games.
Tell you what, would you do 40 with this?
40 with the shoes? Sure.
Okay.
So it's already a, still of a deal. Kings of eBay is the name of this guy. It should be Kings of Urinal, because I think right now everybody that's watching this wants to piss in your mouth. And last, I want to close with this. We've got RJC Media here, and this guy talks shit about GameStop all the time. He doesn't like the company. He doesn't like how they treat their employees. He doesn't like the little amount of money that they give people for their trades and blah, blah, blah. The ignorant response that you get all the time for GameStop. But check this out, all right? I'm just going to scroll through his shorts here and show you how much he hates GameStop.
They had behind the counter, and they pulled this thing out, and always ask what's behind the counter, guys. These are both complete and minty. I got a somewhat small order from GameStop online. It was just a bunch of... Alright, I ended up ordering another big GameStop order. They're still just throwing everything loose. I ended up getting another big order from GameStop. I did have a...
So, if you don't like GameStop, why the fuck are you ordering from them all the time? Just so you can make some money off of them? If you didn't like them at all, I feel like you wouldn't use them at all.
I've been getting lucky with Xbox games at GameStop recently. Recently, I ordered a bunch of games off of GameStop. A lot of...
Are you serious?
There are still good deals to be found at GameStop.
Alright, I didn't know it was going to be all that. Okay, that was like 10 videos in a row about GameStop. It sounds like you love GameStop and you want to fucking pull GameStop's pants down. Seems like you want to chow down on that Pro Cards Bush. I originally called him the GameStop Bandit, but I'm starting to think he's the GameStop Cuck. Anyways, I gotta take a piss. Catch you next time.